Every year around the holiday season, there seems to be a brand that comes out with some collection and completely misses the mark. Last year, we had Chanel's $1,000 advent calendar that was pretty much filled with junk and was a complete scam.
Okay, I want 18. Okay, yep, I'm done. I can't tell if these are temporary tattoos or stickers, but either way, I can't. It is a magnet. Um, I love her. I don't know anymore. Help.
And this year, the brand in hot water is Balenciaga, but for a much, much darker reason. Last week, Balenciaga released their new holiday campaign, and it left people feeling disgusted. The campaign was pictures of kids holding a plush teddy bear bag, but the teddy bears were dressed in a way that teddy bears should not be dressed. Just really gross, not appropriate, and people couldn't believe that this campaign was even approved. It wasn't as if this bear was age appropriate and could have been a part of some kids' apparel line. The bag is clearly something that should only be for adults, but for some strange reason, Balenciaga thought kids holding this bag in some campaign would be totally okay. People also started zooming in on the background scene behind the kids, and they noticed a lot of odd things that shouldn't have been there, like a flask, wine glasses, just really, really disturbing stuff, and people couldn't believe that these photos not only made it past the approval process, but even happened in the first place. From the photographers being okay with taking the pictures, the set designers, the parents who let their kids be in this photo shoot. Everyone in this situation is in the wrong, and people feel like everyone needs to be investigated. The photos with the bears weren't the only strange thing that people found on Balenciaga's website. They also had this photo of a handbag placed on top of a bunch of documents. Now, at first, you might just think it's some workplace setting, but when you zoom in, people found something much, much darker. People noticed that one of the documents that this bag was on top of was a document from the Supreme Court ruling on a law involving children. Obviously extremely disturbing, because what does that have to do with a handbag? And the timing of that with the kids and the bears felt really creepy to people. Since the news broke last week, people online have been doing deep dives into the brand and finding even more disturbing things and hidden messages within their campaign. Balenciaga ended up releasing a statement both about the bears and about the documents behind the purse. It reads, "We sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused. Our plush bear bag should not have been featured with children in this campaign. We have immediately removed the campaign from all platforms. We apologize for displaying unsettling documents in our campaign. We take this matter very seriously and are taking legal action against the parties responsible for creating the set and including unapproved items for our Spring 23 campaign photo shoot. We strongly condemn children in any form. We stand for children's safety and well-being." But people aren't buying the whole unapproved excuse. Balenciaga is a multi-million-dollar brand over and over again. There's no way that they spent who knows how much money on this campaign and didn't once approve it. They're trying to tell us that the photographers were hired, sets were designed, models were hired, photos were edited and produced and posted to their website without once getting approved. I find that extremely hard to believe, especially with the amount of money that goes into campaigns like this. It really sounds like they're trying to pass the blame off to anyone and everyone and act like they had no idea at all and they were just so clueless. The photographer who took the pictures was also getting a ton of backlash for even walking onto that set, seeing what he had to shoot, and actually agreeing to shoot it. Tons of people are saying that he should have walked away from the job immediately, and a lot of people feel like he's also complicit in this. He issued his response on Instagram, writing, "Following the hundreds of hate mails and messages I received as a result of the photos I took for the Balenciaga campaign, I feel compelled to make this statement. I am not in the position to comment on Balenciaga's choices, but I must stress that I was not entitled in whatsoever manner to neither choose the products, nor the models, nor the combination of the same. As a photographer, I was only and solely requested to lit the given scene and take the photos according to my signature style. As usual for a commercial shooting, the direction of the campaign and the choice of the objects displayed are not in the hands of the photographer. I suspect that any person searches on the web and has unfortunately a too easy access to images completely different than mine, absolutely explicit in their awful content. Accusations like these are a dress against wrong targets and distract from the real problem and criminals. Also, I have no connection with the photos where a Supreme Court document appears. That one was taken in another set by other people and was falsely associated with my photos. Balenciaga has since filed a $25 million lawsuit against the production company North 6. The New York Post reported on the lawsuit, writing, Balenciaga files $25 million suit over controversial ad. The fashion house brought the suit Friday against production company North 6 Inc. and set designer Nicholas Jardins, and his eponymous company for the inclusion in one of the ads of illegal documents from the U.S. Supreme Court's decision on child laws. The suit says, as a result of defendants' misconduct, members of the public, including news media, have falsely and horrifically accused Balenciaga with the repulsive and deeply disturbing subject of the court's decision. Defendants are liable to Balenciaga for all harm resulting from this false association. So it really feels like everyone in the situation is throwing the blame back and forth, trying to wipe their hands clean of any wrongdoing. So many people now are even calling on celebrities who have really close ties with the brand to issue statements of their own and cut ties with them. Kim Kardashian has been a longtime partner with Balenciaga. She's always dressed in their clothes, she wears their pieces to events she goes to, she's even in a lot of their campaigns. In some way, she's really become the face of Balenciaga, so people have been calling her to speak out on everything that's come to light. After nearly a week of silence, Kim finally spoke up and posted a statement to multiple social media platforms. The statement reads, I've been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I want an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. As a mother of 4, I have been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held to the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize of any kind should have no place in our society, period. I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again. As for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off of their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I am expecting to see them take to protect children. And as you guys can probably imagine, people aren't happy with this statement. It feels very PR, very safe, and it's clear to me that Kim isn't ready yet to end her relationship with the brand. She just put this statement out as a way to get people to stop asking her to respond, but it really said a whole lot of nothing. The only thing it does tell us is that this situation isn't bad enough for her to cut ties for good. A lot of people on Twitter are pointing out how crazy it is that Kim is a multi-millionaire and doesn't need Balenciaga's money, yet she still won't cut ties. Kim Kardashian says she hasn't decided whether she'll cut ties with Balenciaga. Imagine being super rich and still choosing money instead of protecting children from. And she's a mother. It's sick. Another celebrity being called out is Bella Hadid. Bella has a really close work relationship with Balenciaga and most recently appeared in the Balenciaga x Adidas campaign on November 3rd. Bella has yet to speak out about what happened, and she still has all her recent campaigns with the brand on her Instagram. It's being reported that she did delete one post in collaboration with the brand, but that's about all she's done. Her comment section is filled with the hashtag #CancelBalenciaga, which led to her limiting comments for some of these posts. As for any updates, Balenciaga did come out today and issued another more detailed statement about what happened and the steps they're taking to try and save themselves. We would like to address the controversies surrounding our recent ad campaigns. We strongly condemn It was never our intent to include it in our narrative. The 2 separate ad campaigns in question reflect a series of grievous errors for which Balenciaga takes responsibility. The first campaign, the gift collection campaign, featured children with plush bear bags dressed in what some have labeled inspired outfits. Our plush bear bags in the gift collection should not have been featured with children. This was a wrong choice by Balenciaga. combined with our failure in assessing and validating images. The responsibility for this lies with Balenciaga alone. The second separate campaign for spring 2023, which was meant to reflect a business office environment, included a photo with a page in the background from a Supreme Court ruling, United States versus Williams 2008, which confirms as illegal and not protected by freedom of speech the promotion of. All the items included in the shooting were provided by third parties that confirmed in writing that these props were fake office documents. They turned out to be real legal papers, most likely coming from the filming of a television drama. The inclusion of these unapproved documents was the result of reckless negligence for which Balenciaga has filed a complaint. We take full accountability for our lack of oversight and control of the documents in the background, and we could have done things differently. While internal and external investigations are ongoing, we are taking the following actions. We are closely revising our organization and collective ways of working. We are reinforcing the structures around our creative process and validation steps. We want to ensure that new controls mark a pivot and will prevent this from happening again. We are laying groundwork with organizations who specialize in child protection and aims at ending and exploitation. We want to learn from our mistakes and identify ways we can contribute. Balenciaga reiterates its sincere apologies for the offense we have caused and extends its apologies to talents and partners. So yeah, a lot of people are completely turned off of their brand now, and the whole thing just feels extremely dark. People want celebrities to take a stand and cut ties with the brand, but so far, that doesn't seem to be happening, at least for Kim and Bella. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below, and I'll see you next time.